What's going on? I'm Whit, and inside is a watch that just came out a few weeks ago and already sold out the first 500 units. But don't fear, there's a restock on the way. In here is the Venezianico Nereide Ultrablack. Let's check it out. Honey Badger don't care. Oh! Is it under here? Oh, it is! I just wanted a quick peek. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm going to lift it up and get the box out of the way. Oh, yes. Oh, you got to get that plastic off, though. Look at that black dial. Together, you ready? Black on black on black. That is as deep and dark black as I thought it would be. Wow, this is one of those that is definitely going to be hard to photograph and hard to convey to you how deep that black is in person. Man. Before I forget, the papers are all underneath the lid. Pretty cool, huh? Great packaging. But let's check out this watch. Let's get it running first, too, so we can see what's going on. Screw down crown, by the way. Man. And let me get the handset out of the way. Now, the fun thing about this dial is obviously, you know, time is relative. I mean, here's 10:10, right? You know, it's not going to be exact. But that is the beauty of this watch. That's the casualness of it, right? There are no markings anywhere on that dial. It's just very minimalistic. All you've got is that logo there at the 12 spot and a handset and a loom pip in this case. So, man, that is super sweet. And look at this beautiful finishing. So you've got brushwork on the mid case and that polished chamfer separating from more brushing on the top side of the lugs. And then look at the knurling on this bezel. You can see that polish, or rather that brushing on the nubs of the bezel as well. And then you've got a kind of a satin finish on the top side of the bezel, the insert, if you will, which is 316L stainless steel, like the rest of the case. Taking a look at the other side, you've got a signed crown, and again, that knurling is almost mimicked as the same as the bezel. Got a nice tooly look to that crown knurling. Love it. So this is kind of a weird design in that it's very minimalistic. You know, it's got a good sport feel to it, but this is from their diver case. So again, it's got a little bit of a diver feel to it as well. Just pretty unique. I like this. I mean, I can't think of any other watches offhand that really kind of play and dance around in a few different categories here like this one does. Pretty unique. I'll run you through the specs. Again, this is 316L stainless steel. This is a flat sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating on the underside. You've got a screw-down crown and a screw-down case back, 200 meters of water resistance. Great sport watch, right? The handset has got BGW9 Super Luminova. I'll show you that here in a bit for a little loom shot. And this is a 120-click unidirectional bezel. Great traction, great resistance, easy to grip from that knurling on the side there and the top as well. And I'm going to assume it lines up because you really have no idea, do you? I would actually, wow, you can kind of tell. I went one click beyond, you know, the logo. I was kind of surprised. Is that it? Did I do it again? I might have done it again. Okay. This is harder than it seems. Man, that's great action on that bezel. I'm going to stop there. That might be it. Maybe not. Yeah, great action on the bezel. And there's a closer look at that brushwork on the satin finish of that top side of the bezel. This is a nylon stretch strap that it comes with. You see Ultra Black signature on the buckle. And this is the strap that it comes on. If you would like, you can add a bracelet to it, or you can add a rubber strap. As a matter of fact, I believe that's probably what's in this box here, so I'll definitely show that to you momentarily. But let's check out the case back. Here we go.
Velvety.
Ooh, so they went with a space theme here, a little space motif. I mean, they've said that, you know, this is like wearing a black hole on your wrist is the spin-off. So I think that's why they went with that type of case back. But it looks pretty nice. It's kind of a laser engraved or etched. Then you see just a little bit of branding and the model name, etc., around the outside edge. Okay, yeah, so inside the box was the bracelet. Looks to be the only piece in here, so I don't have the rubber strap to show you, but that's fine. This is, I mean, I think this is worth the $85 upgrade just looking at it from here. I mean, I'm a bracelet guy, and I always want to have the watch on the bracelet, so let's check it out a little more, though. Yeah, I love this bracelet design. So you've got that brushing all around the outside, and then the polished ovals on the inside. The butterfly clasp with the logo, and so you must close this side first so that it can rest into that spot there. And just a good looking bracelet. Like I said, I'm a bracelet guy. I always like to have the watch on the bracelet. Very easy to add your own aftermarket straps, so nice to start out with the OEM bracelet though. But in this case, it is an upsell because it comes with this nylon strap. Oh, I didn't see that. On the underside is their signature. We saw the Ultra Black on that side. That's cool. So yeah, this is the strap that it comes on, just as I showed you earlier, and this is an add-on. So as you can see, it doesn't have quick release, so I'll put that on a little later when I do the wrist shot, so you'll have to kind of stick around a little bit to see what that looks like, or go ahead and use the chapters and dig around a little bit if you want. But you're going to miss the measurements, which I'm going to give you now. So this is supposed to be 42 millimeters by 49 lug to lug. Let's measure up and see if we've got the same. Yeah, I got 42.1 on the case diameter and 48.8 on the lug to lug, so I'd say that's about right. Lug width is 22 millimeters and a case thickness of 12.6 millimeters. And it weighs just 104 grams on the supplied nylon strap. And this is running the Seiko NH35 automatic movement, 24 joules, beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour. It's got about a 41-hour power reserve, features hacking, automatic, and hand winding, and as a stated accuracy of -20 to +40 seconds per day. Now that movement is a date movement watch, so the NH38 would be the non-date variant, and I didn't remember if this had a ghost position or not, so let's check it out. Yes, the first click is the ghost date position. Who cares if it's not an NH38 if the 35 is doing this great? Look at this. Not really fair. It's just one pass through, straight out of the box, no run-in period. One position dial up, but you see +6 seconds per day. The amplitude swinging hard at 301 degrees, a little bit of a beat air at 0.4 milliseconds, but all in all, that's a healthy NH35 right out of the box. I'll take you in closer on the dial now so you can kind of get a little idea of what the handset looks like, because again, from a distance, it's kind of a little harder to see up against that jet black dial. I mean, that is super jet black, right? So you see the handset has got a little bit of a bevel down the center. You've got those loom plots, and there's a skeleton section as well. And then the seconds hand has a loom plot on about midway through between the edge of the dial and the pinion, and then the counterbalance just is in its silver color. The only thing on the dial is the applied Venezianico logo. You see at the 12 spot there. And then your bezel loom pip is a precise triangle inside of a triangle. That is sharp. All right, I want to try it on now, but first today I'm wearing the Boulder Odyssey 45. This is a bad mofo right here. Check out this video if you'd like to see more on it. It's actually, the video is the Silver Wave edition. I liked it so much that I bought this one in Pacific Blue. Again, 500-meter dive watch. See helium escape valve there. This has just been a great watch for me. Hey, what do you know? It was size for me already. This stuff is very comfortable, the nylon stretch. And some people are afraid that, this buckle can come undone. But the thing is, if it does, you've still got enough tension to where it's not going to slip over your wrist. In most cases, I guess it depends on how tight you have it. But again, this is where I can slip through it here, and then buckled is just a little bit tighter. So that's on my 8-inch wrist, and again, this is a 42 millimeter diameter. See what I'm talking about? That is a beautiful bracelet. So ironically, this is pretty much sized for me as is. If you got an 8-inch wrist, you just might have this come sized for you already. It does have split pins for sizing. If you have a smaller wrist, I want to take links out. But if you have larger than an 8-inch wrist, probably not going to want to get this bracelet. Man, see, that's beautiful. That just takes it into sport watch mode, just a next level, right? I think it'd be worth it to add this to your order. Okay, for the Lume shot, you can see a pretty healthy dose for how small those plots are. And I think that this Lume application actually kind of is twofold for the watch. It gives you legibility in the daytime because you've got those white sections against that black dial instead of having the only polish or silver effect. And then at nighttime, you do have a little bit of legibility as well. Again, you're going to have to keep that Lume pip at the 12 spot because otherwise you have no idea the orientation, right? Unless the watch is on you. This is BGW9 Super Luminova, and it appears to be a pretty nice application, and longevity looks to be pretty good just for this little section that we've been talking here. So I just realized in the specs, I forgot to mention what this black dial is. This is a Japanese Musou Black Paint, and it absorbs 99.4% of light. So that is how you get that deep, glossy black hole of a watch. And Venezianico first came out with this dial in the Restock Ultra Black, and that was listed as a watch of 2023, watch of the year in an Italian event, and the thing sold out. They've got a 40 millimeter version and a 36 millimeter version, not a dive style watch, and that thing sold out, so they released this in their Nereide case, and it just came out at the end of December and sold out immediately. So again, there's a restock coming, and I'll give you a full review of this watch right around the time they put more up for sale. But if you're curious as to the price, these are about $600 US. That's about 550 euros or 475 Great British pounds. And again, if you want to add this bracelet, that's an additional $85. I highly recommend it just from my first impressions, though. Again, if you're a bracelet guy like I am, A, you're going to love it, and B, you always want the bracelet with the watch anyway. So, and then they do have a rubber strap option as well that you can add on for $50. Remember, it comes on this nylon elastic strap. I'm not usually into minimalistic watches, but this one is absolutely phenomenal. This dial is just crazy cool. What are your thoughts? Leave me your comments down below, and then maybe check out this video next. I'll see you over there. I'm Whit with so many watches, so little time and money.